Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 7 of The Expanse. This is quickly becoming a, a little bit of an obsession for me. I think about this show randomly throughout the day, and that doesn't happen very often. And when it does, that's an amazing thing. That's such a good thing. That is like when I'm like trying to mull over the storyline while I'm at work. I think it says a lot for the show. Thank you for the recommendation, and thank you for everybody who's new to the channel specifically because of The Expanse. I appreciate you. We left off with our crew of the Rocinante being kind of commissioned by Fred Johnson to go pick up the remaining sole survivor of the Scopuli. And I thought that they were actually going to the remains of the Scopuli, but they're going to coordinates that was given to them by Fred Johnson to pick up Lionel Polanski, which is a code name. I think personally it's Julie. I'm 95% sure that it's Julie. Like if I were a betting woman, which I live in Vegas, so I might lose that bet, but like in my soul, I feel I'm correct. I don't know what that actually means, but Fred Johnson commissioned the Scopuli for an OPA mission, so it's still an OPA mission, and he got the chip off of Lopez, so he's got some power with that chip. Now, there's a little bit of a personal vendetta that Crisjen has towards Fred Johnson because of him being OPA, but also her son was killed by the OPA. Them having beef, and I don't know if Fred has beef with her, but she definitely has beef with Fred. They're two people that I think would go to any lengths possible to succeed at their mission, whatever that may be. And I don't know who's right, who's wrong, who's good, who's bad. I don't know what their intentions are. Both of them might have the purest of intentions. I just feel like they go a very dark path to get there. That's going to be interesting. Holden tells Amos and Alex that he is pretty much responsible for everything. And by everything, I mean everything. He was the one that logged the distress call for the Scopuli, which means he's responsible for the Canterbury being blown up, because the Canterbury wouldn't be there if they didn't answer that call. The look on Alex's face is a little bit psychotic, murderous, pissed off. There was a lot that was in that icy stare that he has. He's terrifying. And kind of sexy, but really terrifying. And then when Naomi says, "Hey, I knew," his look changed to like shock, confusion, hurt, and even more so when he said, "You were afraid of me." And I don't think necessarily Naomi is afraid of him. I think she's afraid of what he would do to Holden. And she knows him very well. I don't think he would hurt her, and I think she knows that. But she also knows that he's kind of a loose cannon. Not even a loose cannon. A loose cannon is not a good way to describe Alex. He's a very controlled cannon. He's a scary cannon. He's somebody that if he wants something done, I think he would do it. In a very calm, cool, controlled manner. And that's terrifying. And I think great on Holden for even admitting it, because like he could have probably taken that secret to his grave, but instead he's putting it out there for everybody, and this is the reason why he wants to fix it, and this is the reason why it's important to him. And I mean, that's character. That's telling your truth in front of people shows your character. And gosh, I'm liking Holden, and he wasn't somebody that I liked in the beginning, and he's kind of growing on me. They're all growing on me. I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm liking Amos. I'm getting a little bit more from Alex, I think. Do I love him? No. But like, like they're becoming family to me. And I hope this is our ship. I mean, Amos is on the outside spray painting Rocinante and like the little woman in the bed. And to me, this is a really weird comparison. And maybe it's not, but like you think of like famous vehicles, right? Like the Ghostbusters vehicle, like it's a hearse that's painted white with a ghost on it with like sirens and spinny lights and everything. It is a hearse, but it is very much their hearse, their vehicle. Like it is them to a T. I guess it would kind of be like the DeLorean. Like as a time machine, it is its own thing. And I think even though this is a Mars naval gunship, like with the Rocinante on the outside, I think it stands out. This is their ship. I hope this is the ship that we're sticking with. I need the comfort of like being able to like have a named ship that our group is in that is our beautiful Corvette, our pretty little thing. This is what I want. And I love that it has that on the side. I don't particularly like the woman in the bed, like maybe like a horse or like the symbol for like the Firehawks. I think would have been nice, but whatever. I'll take it. And good. I love that it was Amos that did it. And I really think with Alex in control of the Rocinante, because he so badly wanted to be the head of a gunship and him at the helm, I think we're going to see him do some really cool shit. And I'm really excited for that. Like, he's probably going to, like, test some theories or he's going to have some fun. He's going to go really fast. He's going to shoot some shit out of the sky. No? Nay, space. He's going to shoot shit in space, not out of space. That could have been delivered better. Whatever. And lastly, like we see Miller get fired from Star Helix because the captain's on the take. Anderson Dawes is in her pocket, and we see the little OPA tattoo on the neck of the guards. The one saving grace is that like he says he didn't make a copy of the chip, it's encrypted, and he's the only one that knows, but we know Octavia was in his apartment with him when he looked at this. She knows, and her being on the inside is going to be helpful for him, but I don't know what his next move is. I don't know if he knows people. I don't know if there's anyone he can go to for help. Maybe the guy that was like kind of also in love with Julie, and I don't know if Miller is actually in love with Julie or not. I think he might be captivated by her, but there was definitely that guy that like was like really he admired Julie. I think love is a really strong word, but like maybe he can help him. I mean, is Miller going to go out into space? Like, is he going to be part of the Rocinante crew? I don't know. Like, I feel like that dynamic would be weird. But then also that Diego is out in the middle of space. His uncle just pitches him out there. I mean, essentially he's saving his life, but like, how terrifying. Like, thankfully, like I was like, that's like being thrown into the ocean. There's no sharks in space. But somebody might like use you for target practice, or like it's not like you can get out of the way if an asteroid's heading at you. Like you can't swim in space, so like he's just floating there, unable to do anything. Hopefully he didn't have a full bladder. I don't know how those suits work, but maybe the Rocinante finds him floating in space and helps him. I don't know, or maybe he's just dead and we never hear from him again. Anyway, God, I just got really somber thinking about that. Either way, let's get into it. Just, I put Diego floating in space at the very top of my notes. He's important to me in the sense that I'm thinking about that baby just floating in space all by himself. All by myself. His like whole world blew up.
There must have been a time when it was good.
You're probably too good at it.
She was
Oh.
Julie had courage. And she deserved to be helped.
Is he talking to him right now? Or is he just sending him a message? It is just a recording, okay. Gas freighter Rocinante.
Once we cross that line, there's no turning back. Everything we do is going to be under a microscope.
This little jaunt just got a whole lot more interesting.
They're just giving us a little love tap. Let us know they're watching.
Well, if that love tap turns into a target lock, we need to be ready.
Right.
Calm down, Amos. He's ready to go.
I failed upwards to the level of my incompetence. Same as the rest of us.
Now we're talking about me.
Hey, y'all.
Why are we broadcasting?
What are you talking about? No one's broadcasting anything.
Yeah, we are.
It's a radio transmission coming from between the hulls. There's nothing down there but service and conduit.
Could be a faulty controller.
No.
Fred Johnson probably had something placed there.
Amos, check it out.
Amos, go.
Amos.
What's wrong, buddy? Ah. I love the spray paint. Oh, there's somebody in there. Oh. Holy shit. Farming collective. Montana. Oh, is this where Holden is from?
What?
Just checking in, ma'am.
What is she doing there?
If I see one person on the ground or one helicopter overhead, you'll be living on basic assistance by the end of the month.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. She's what's up, bitch. I love it. Super cool. Montana ranches are just beautiful.
Elise Holden. I'm Crisjen of Sarala, UN Deputy Undersecretary.
Avasarala. Avasarala.
Do not enter that residence. We cannot maintain your security.
She's like, F you.
A spy for our friend, Fred Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I do special research.
Corporate espionage.
Call it whatever you want.
Why are you on our ship?
Dip my fingers a little too deep in Fred Johnson's cookie jar. I had to get off of Tycho before his OPA leg breakers scooped me up.
Too bad we're not going there, Rose.
And where the hell? There's nothing else out here.
It's none of your damn business.
Exactly. I don't believe his story.
They launched a boarding skiff on an intercept course.
They must have picked up this arsehole's transmission.
God damn it.
None of my business why you guys are flying around in a stolen Martian attack ship.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Like I said, it's none of my business.
He had enough information to know it was a stolen ship.
You got a good right. You use it too much, but you got a good right.
Enough.
And if his right is good, I imagine his left is just as good. I wouldn't want to fight Amos. I really wouldn't. Oh, you okay there? I can't tell if Miller's drunk. Okay.
This is a good day for starting over, my friend.
This isn't over.
Yeah, not at all.
I was never fighting against you, Lena. In fact, I was fighting for you.
I was thinking that when your goons were tossing me in the airlock.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you haven't lost everything yet. When you do, you'll know your way home. And it will welcome you.
These two always have like this pissing match, and it's always like mano-y-mano. Wow, that's just the beginning. Got quite the episode ahead of us, don't we?
You want some tea?
Looks like they're proud of him. Which makes me think of Titanic.
It's hard enough for one husband to get along with me.
I believe that.
Cervantes.
Jimmy liked to think of himself as a knight. Can we stop with the bullshit now?
Oof.
I had a little left about how charming your home is.
I don't think you're going to be staying that long. You're not just here to tell me my son is dead. You think he was involved?
She didn't mess around either. I love it.
Was he involved?
Of course not. He would never.
Oh, no, wait, I know this one. My boy was a little angel. He never even hurt an insect. Oh, if you'd just seen what a wonderful child he was. And I thought we were done with the bullshit. How about this one?
I love this scene.
Kicked out of the Navy, he fell in with a radical fringe group in the belt. I can make shit up too.
Yeah, you can.
You haven't told me he's dead. You're dancing around it.
Yep.
Jimmy's alive.
Ooh, that was two saucy ladies going toe to toe. I love it.
Your data's corrupted, Rocinante. Please resend.
There you go.
What was that?
Rocinante, you have been flagged for inspection per MCR Trade Regulation A066. Do not deviate from your present course. If you do, you will be fired upon.
And maybe Alex can shoot something.
You think I won't space you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure you will.
Yep.
Won't change anything, though.
It'll make me feel better.
Oh my god, Amos.
This boss that I used to work for in Baltimore, he called it the churn. Guys like you and me, we end up dead. Doesn't really mean anything. Or we happen to live through it. Well, that doesn't mean anything either.
Wow. Oh. Camera eye guy. Jesus, Miller. Is it his place or is it Julie's place? Julie. Got it. Oh yeah, that thing said Razorback, right? What is up with that? What happened to that ship? Always look in the vents. Or maybe the necklace. I don't know. Birds on the belt are weird. I like them, but they're weird.
Miller, you asshole. Long time. How they swinging? So listen, that ship you're looking for, Anubis 1A, is still here on Eros racking up dock fees.
I forgot about the Anubis. Necklace. I don't know what that means.
I have intelligence that says your son survived the Danager. Will you stop posturing and help me keep him that way?
Where is he?
How would she have intelligence on that, though?
I think you're full of shit, lady. Jimmy is my son.
I pressured mine to join the Marines. That's why he was in Callisto during the insurrection. That took his life. So I have a pretty clear idea of what I'm playing with.
But she'll also do anything to win, so I don't know if this is a manipulation.
That's not something I usually lead with.
She saves it. So she can manipulate somebody with it.
All right, knuckle dragger, come to daddy.
You get the help.
So all that nutty talk before, that was just psych warfare, right? Well done.
Yeah.
Still gotta pee if anyone's interested.
I feel like Amos was gonna meet his end right there for a second.
This is a game of pretend, and you guys are pretending to be the wrong thing. They use a special set of codes that tell other Martian ships that they are out there, they are doing the nasty and to get lost.
How do you know all this?
I'm a good spy.
Apparently.
Donkey balls. Did you just say donkey balls?
He did just say donkey balls.
They just jabbered on and on, ending with the phrase, donkey balls.
Donkey balls.
Everyone on the crew was absolutely certain it was Black Ops stuff.
That's because it probably was.
It should be in an operations locker or somewhere on this deck, somewhere right here.
Okay. Is it an actual book? Is that a button? Push it. Or
From Lopez.
Aw, Lopez, R.I.P. Never got to see the ocean. 24-digit security code. God damn.
Donkey balls.
Donkey balls. Is that money? Is that gambling chips? What is that? Credits? Series money? Put it in a sock. That's like a sock full of nickels, yes? That hurt somebody? I'm just throwing shit out there and seeing if it sticks. You leaving it behind? But now we have to look at his stupid hair. Actually, it's growing out. It doesn't look that bad.
Miller?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you say goodbye? The creepy message?
Creepy message.
You're gonna need someone to watch your back. A partner.
You gonna go with him?
Tommy, can't come with me.
You called her Toppy. It's cute. I'm glad they didn't kiss. For some reason, he looks like he smells like fish. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Miller.
We set him up to be a leader and then gave him a fight he could never win. I get a lovely message from him every month. Jimmy still hasn't found his place, but at least he's free.
Oh, that intrigued Crisjen a lot.
You kill the power of the magnetic seal, the backup in that locker is gonna kick in and keep it shut.
Well, then how do they open it, buddy? Let us know.
You underestimate my ability to break things.
I like her.
What's plan B?
To get down to that airlock and make sure nobody boards us.
It made my heart race a little bit, not gonna lie. Amos preparing to be boarded.
Any Martians come through that airlock, we subdue and take them prisoner. Nobody's dying.
So they'll have a chance to ping the mothership? That ain't my plan.
He's so calm, cool, and collected.
And now you're gearing up to kill a few more like it was nothing.
It's survival.
They're the enemy right now.
Yes. I'm with Amos.
You logged the distress call, Holden. Welcome to the churn.
Welcome to the churn.
Naomi was right to be afraid of you.
She's not afraid of him. Because I don't think she's afraid of him. I feel like she's afraid that he's gonna do this.
We're about to have company.
Holden!
Take it if you need it.
Wow.
You don't think I'll do it?
There's only one way to find out.
I don't think he'll do it. That shake that Holden has? He's not gonna do it. Woo! That is an extra.
It's this one.
It's not a book.
Our power problems, they've been so...
Donkey balls. Ubiquitous. I couldn't read the second one.
Ubiquitous. And...
Mendacious?
mendacious and polyglottal. Like a couple of donkey balls.
Donkey balls.
Received and understood, Rocinante. You get those comms checked out when you hit port.
You got it.
Whew. Oh, I am sweating.
Damn, I'm good. That worked out.
Well done, y'all.
Just act like he didn't have a gun pointed at his head the whole time.
I think our boy James Holden may have mommy issues, problems with authority, and guilt for not saving the world. But I don't see a terrorist mastermind.
I've activated a Black Ops team. We're taking Holden off the board.
When Holden gets to Arrows, he's done.
He's not going to Arrows. I mean, he might end up going to Arrows at some point, but he's definitely not going now. Ooh.
Shit.
She could have turned around and told Holden's mom, hey, next time you get a transmission from Holden, tell him not to go to Arrows.
We got ourselves a rock. Hopefully one with some answers on it.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, can I just...
Quiet. I want your boy Amos off this ship.
Oh, come on now.
Whatever leash you had him on, you better get him back on it. Getting the show on the road?
I don't know. I think he's good to have around. But I already forgot his face. The guy they keep yelling at, Kenzo. Like, he came in clutch.
It's like getting another stone tablet.
I don't know what that means.
Look, I know we got off to...
Are you gonna flush? Are you gonna wash your hands?
Came through it okay. Guy like me, that means something. Are you anything like that animal? You got topside. Amos, you call him.
No.
Good.
But every ship needs one.
Because I am not an animal either.
I don't know if we can trust him either. Because he's a spy. He could be spying on them. He could be spying for Fred Johnson. He could be spying for himself. I wish space travel was kind of like Star Trek. That'd be fun. This does not look fun. Oh, that was the end? Fucking way too short. Way too fucking short. Way too short. If I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, I'd watch the next episode. So we kind of got a little bit of a pissing match between Miller and Anderson Dawes, but then we kind of got one between Holden's mom and Crisjen. Avasarala. I don't know. Crisjen. I said I'd learn it. I tried. It's gonna happen. But it's really interesting that we got kind of the toe-to-toe match with Anderson again and Miller. I feel like Anderson always gets the better of Miller somehow because Miller isn't quite in control. And you see Anderson Dawes very much is. And he's a good leader. I don't like him. I don't necessarily hate him. I don't know how to feel about him, but he's important. But then when you see Crisjen and is it Elise kind of having their little toe-to-toe, tough bitches. That's what that is. And I do feel like Crisjen is using her son a little bit as an emotional manipulation, but I also feel like maybe like it's the first time that she could actually like share this with somebody and somebody would understand. So while there might be a manipulation happening, there's also a little bit of a kinship, a little bit of like, I know what you're feeling and I need to share this because it's what I'm feeling. I do kind of get that. She's just fabulous, walking in the snow with her hood up, with all of her jewelry just flashing all over the place. You couldn't get like two opposites, like this like Queen Majesty kind of person, and then like this roughneck kind of rancher woman. You know, they're two different sides of a coin, but both sides are pretty tough. And then I really like the interaction that they have because they can call each other on each other's bullshit. Fantastic acting. Loved it. Probably my favorite scene of the whole episode, and there was a lot that went on. Donkey balls. We do see like Amos kind of like, I feel like this is going to be the guy that he is. Pretty much deciding, very calm, cool, collected, cold-blooded, that he is going to take on who's ever coming through the airlock. He's going to sacrifice this guy if Naomi tells him to. I feel like he's not going to really behave, or he's not really going to answer to Holden, but Naomi, yes, for now, kind of, because there was a hesitation when she told him to go do something and he didn't answer right away. He kept kind of staring ahead, and she was like, hey, what are you doing? You know, he is kind of like the captain of his own ship for a second there. I feel like he's someone that you should be afraid of, but as long as he's on your side, you're safer. Like Holden had a gun to his head, and Holden's like shaking because like I don't think he would have shot him, but like I have no doubt that Amos would have taken out whoever walked through the airlock. And then when everything is fine, he's like, yeah, okay, well, moving on. Like it just like nothing happened. He's an interesting fella. I like him. I'm terrified of him, but I like him as long as he's on our side. Alex, you know, kind of like coming up with donkey balls. Like I just, it seemed very random. I wonder, wonder how many times I've said that. I'll let my editor come up with it. Donkey balls. I'll say it again. But the fact that he knew that that was something that Black Ops did, and you had Kenzo there to kind of confirm it, you know, that is where I'm like, okay, Alex being Martian and all this, like, I was like, how is this going to come into play? Because he didn't even know how to really, you know, drive the gunship, and he was a bus driver for the longest time. There it is. Alex came in clutch, along with Kenzo. Again, if Kenzo's not on the ship, then they don't necessarily get flagged. because he's trying to send his transmission out. And I don't really know. And I don't know if I buy that his transmission was for somebody to pick him up on Eros, or if it was because he's spying for Fred Johnson, or he's spying for somebody else to take down Fred Johnson, maybe Crisjen. I think maybe that might be what they were talking about, that like her informant was gone. That's probably what's going on. You know, he probably is her informant. And then you have Miller going to Eros. And I don't know if Octavia, if we've seen the last of her or not. I'm really glad they didn't have like a really super romantic moment, because the last episode, it kind of creeped me out anyways. I don't know, there's just something about Miller. He just looks like he doesn't shower, even though I've seen him shower. Like, I think he's the only person I've seen shower in the entire show, and he still looks the dirtiest. He looks like he smells. I don't know. But I'm glad he left the hat behind. And his hair's growing out. He's kind of looking like a normal person again, not whatever that floppy thing is that's all over the place. But he goes to Julie's apartment and he takes that necklace. And I'm still kind of curious about the Razorback, because he picked up the outfit, and I don't know why that was mentioned, but I feel like nothing on this show is mentioned in his throwaway, so I'm sure it's going to come back at some point. But I also don't know what the significance of the necklace is. In the beginning, he's sending the message to her father, or he's at least recording it. I don't know if he sent it. And I was really confused as to whether or not he was talking to himself, it was a phone call, if it was recording. It wasn't super clear. But I don't know if he's still looking for Julie, or if he's given up on that. I imagine he's still looking for her. That's why he's going on his trip, but again, I'm not sure. And I also don't know if the rock in the middle of space, where they're supposed to pick up Polanski, if there's somebody in it. Because, like, we heard Anderson Dawes talking about hiding in tubes on series, like rock jumping, and then the kid, Diago, was inside of a rock. So I don't know if like somebody's hiding out in one of those in a spacesuit. Like, again, I don't know how you pee in space. I don't know if there's like a way to jettison it out of your suit. Maybe, I mean, like, you don't have to tell me, but maybe we'll see that in an episode. That might be interesting. That would be very interesting. But now I think we're headed towards Eros. I know the Rocinante didn't have any plan on going to Eros, but I think as long as they have Kenzo on their ship, they might have to like do him a favor, take him to Eros, drop him off. I don't know if Kenzo is going to turn them in. I don't know. He really seems to be like trying to like stay alive. But again, I don't know what his motivations are other than to survive, and he might just say whatever he needs to survive. If our crew runs into Miller and they get to talking and like stuff comes up, or I don't know, like let's say Julie's in that rock. I don't know what to expect. I'm still like curious about Julie. I feel like Julie is the key. She is the thing that brings it all together. And I still don't know what happens to Holden, if he is going to be held responsible for the Canterbury, responsible for the Donager, or not, because Crisjen seems to have this information, and the only way she could have gotten that is through her spy, which I think is Kenzo. I could be right, I could be wrong, but again, I'm a betting woman. 95% sure I have that right. I don't even remember what I had for lunch today, so don't quote me on anything. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, go to my Patreon for full-length reactions. You can go over to my Instagram, Funny and Little Gal Reacts, if you want to interact with me over there. I talk about content all the time. I share silly stuff. A birthday present that my dad got for me recently was a Bluetooth speaker that's in the shape of a spacecraft, of a UFO, that levitates and spins with lights. I've got a nerdy dad and I love that. That's where I got it. Okay, guys, I'll see ya.